Hey, it's Hiron, and recently I revamped an old build of mine, and by revamped I mean it is a completely different build, and the only similarity is the weapon art. Either way, this entire build is purely just to show off an easy way to abuse Floral Duelist, and there's a couple of other silly interactions that Floral Duelist has. So this build is comically easy, as there's no crazy 6-perk combo, none of that DE or TE nonsense. We are just looking at the combo of 5x Floral Duelist and some Necrotic. The build setup is simple: 3x Infused Floral Duelist with a Wind Ring infused. We're rocking a Wind Spirit Crown and 2 more Floral Duelists. Because of the funny numbers that happen with this combo, it will make the DPS jump up an extra 1,000. Why does it do this? I have no clue, but it's funny. We've got a Necrotic heal rune because this build has literally 0 self-sustain, and for the ring, we have 3 options: either a Necrotic or Warped Caster ring, and or a Blessed Gemstone ring. I have all of these to swap between just in case, as the Gemstone ring is for comically high healing, and the Warped or Necrotic Caster ring is purely there for the DPS. The guild is Scholar for recast, as well as whatever race you want to run. KITSUNE has a higher M1 DPS, while Elf has a higher rune cooldown reduction, and High Elf is for weapon art cooldown reduction. Ultimately, this build is very simple. We build up our move speed and use the weapon art. That is literally it. The Infused Wind Ring lets us keep the high move speed, but keep in mind, once the actual Guiding Winds dissipates, we won't have as much of a damage boost. But the Wind Ring does let us have a small portion of the damage boost. The build is silly, considering with all of the buffs active, we hit over 4,000 DPS burst, much higher than my old Starstream for sure. But keep in mind, the self-damage has no counterbalance. The old build was able to sustain itself with Winterwoof. This is why we run a Blessed Gemstone ring, as we will lose damage, but the heal rune and weapon art give us a good chunk of regen. Now that that is covered, here's how the build works in an Ice Caverns run. It's not solo because I would instantly die before I got to the boss fight. Of course, before that, I want to thank my channel members who make everything here possible. So, thank you to Makeshift, Scrap, Pixel, Phantalemu, and Shade Morningstar. If you want to toss some spare change to random Roblox YouTuber, consider joining the channel and becoming a member. Of course, you can always subscribe completely for free and still help out the channel majorly that way. Unsubscribing is and always will be completely free, and if you start to hate my content, there are no strings attached. Also, because Starlight is true damage, if you use any other weapon arts like Wind Slash, you can still get 1,000 true damage on a very low cooldown, and with Scholar you can recast for even more damage. Anyways, here's the dungeon run. Slight little interjection here at the very end. I just wanted to showcase some other really funny weapon art you could do this with. It's still funny. I mean, 2,000 damage. You can recast it as well. A little bit less. A lot less, in fact. There's also the Storm Stomp, which is kind of funny. It's not as cool as the others, but still some damage. You know, 3.5 thousand plus whatever, 4. And obviously, we also have the funny lance that everyone uses with Floral Duelist, because, you know, why wouldn't you? It's just comically strong for no reason. But whatever, you know. Very balanced. Floral Duelist is probably getting patched in, like, the 7th. I wouldn't be surprised if it gets absolutely gutted to the point where no one even uses it anymore. It makes literally every single weapon art build just completely broken. There are a lot of M1 builds that are broken with it. Torpedoes are insane. Because it's a global damage boost that's stacked with other global damage boosts, so running like Necrotic Frenzied is just stupidly strong. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.